All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is March 26, 2023, and we are going to be casting Absol versus mikeylikesit. Give me just a moment to let everyone know that we are live. All right, let's see if they started. Okay, checking. Okay, let me know if the audio is fine, or the music's too loud, too quiet, or whatever. Okay, so yo, what's up, man? So they just started. Double banning Lightbringers. Absol leads with Elham on this map. It's a smart decision. Sounds pretty good. Cool, cool, cool. So Absol is a 3 tank box. Technically a 4 tank if you count Polly as one. Mikey gets C2. Mikey does not have a tank in box besides the Lightbringer. If you count, you might count Sissy, but there's a lot more magic DPS in most people's boxes nowadays than there used to be. Now it's Lucretia, IBC, and a Dinkelmo. So if they can't cover magic, you really can't really count them as a tank unless you can actually ban all of their magic before they get a chance to pick any of them. Which isn't, if they're actively banning your tanks, you're probably not going to get that setup. Absol gets Gin. Still has 2 tanks in a poly and an Oboro. Mikey's box is way more offensive oriented. There's AoE. There's just yeah. After the 1 tank and the 1 healer, it's just 13 DPS. I don't think Absol will be picking the Oboro at all this match. What does Absol want to pick in this situation? He could get the Lucretia, but the Lucretia doesn't really guarantee good picks. He also might be thinking about the rosin here for the third pick. I think rosin would be nice. However, if he does pick the rosin, Mikey's immediately gonna go for a double tank ban and pick a magic user. There is still 3 magic users on Mikey Likes' side. Music sounds like Weebavici. It kind of does. If it's too loud, let me know. If it's good mix, then just yeah. If you want to lower or higher, just let me know. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Finally, ad roll done. Can you we? Sorry about the ads. I don't think I soft loads me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can I disable like ads on my channel because I'm definitely not getting like anything from it anyway. Okay, so Elham finally banned on Mikey's side. Not touching the magic users at all. Can't disable them. Okay. Picking a tank. So there's still a decent amount of AoE follow-up that Mikey could use and ban out the Rosin. I really think a Rosin ban. Yep, a Rosin ban is coming there, and the Oboro. Mikey could be following up with the Denkelmo, McLean, Lucretia, the Gin. There's a lot of options here. Could go the Diehard if he wants to actively try to pick out the Gin. Where's the music? The music is playing. Do you want me to turn it up? If you want me to turn it up, dude, I will do that. Give me 1 second. I'll turn it just a little bit. If you want me to do the in-game music, I can. All right, where was I? Okay, gets Kagura. In this situation, I like that pick. Most likely, Mikey. His Kagura is most likely horse, and Absol's Lando is horse. So gets in the way of your silky commentary. Thank you. We don't hear. How did I got turn that shit up? Okay, so Absol gets the diehard. That's pretty important in this kind of trade situation. Diehard has always been a good trade unit, even before SP. Like if you actually get him to kill somebody. But when he gets a kill and then he gets a stun, it's really great. Especially in a no healer situation. Does get the Lucretia. Mikey emoted us so dead. I don't think his pick is that bad. Maybe he just didn't want to pick the Lucretia into Diehard. Okay. We got Gin and Dank for the last pick of Mikey, and Absol's going to... Oh, I see. Yeah, he ran out of time for a ban. That's why. And he gets Dinkelmo. Yeah, that's actually pretty rough. So he gave Diehard... Yeah, he gave Diehard and Dinkelmo. And lost him. So there's going to be a lot of easy picks. Absol has a lot better zoning in this match. He has the benefit of a tank, and he has units that can go in and go out. Dire FB for Lost Ham. Possibly. Honestly, any of Ding Polyloop. Yeah, actually, that's true. There's really no one on Absol's last 4 picks that Mikey wanted to let through. Well, maybe the Hilda. Even then. Even then, it would. Mikey still has to go through the tanks. So Lando should be a 2-shot and dead. Almost everything from Mikey's side is going to kill Absol's Landius. Even the Lavina, if he really wanted to, could just unicorns and sword soul Landius and most likely get a kill. Um, Z2 is the only thing that's going to prevent the revive from happening. But he doesn't really want to lead with the Z2. I mean, if it's possible, he can. But with the range game that Absol's playing, with the zoning game, with Lost Ham, Diehard, Denkelmo, and having a tank, it's not going to be very easy to lead with Z2 on Mikey's side. Okay, let's take a look. So going Crystal Warlocks on Dank. It is a horse Kagura, and it is a horse Lando on Golden Knights, but Golden Knights isn't really going to save him from anything. However, neither was any other troop, and Golden Knights is probably the best thing. If if we're in a situation where Lando is completely ignored, Golden Knights is one of his better troops because they actually have decent base attack, and they get an attack bonus when the hero is also cab. So I actually agree with the troop choice there. Okay, moving Denkelmo first, placing the portals. Diehard went the kill Luke setup. There are no Lancer units to actually make him regret bringing the sneak attack 1C over his new 1C, so that's fine for him. If Diehard connects with Lucretia, that's a kill. If Diehard connects with Denkelmo, that should be a kill. How much HP do we have on the Dank? 13,500. That's a bit high. Again, the range game is much more in favor of Absol here. It depends. However, the Gin is. I don't want to say useless because he's not useless at all, but if he's ever outside of tank range, which probably won't really happen, but he is, and that really helps him versus the Kagura here. But if he's ever out of tank range, the Kagura gets a free kill. So the Kagura did bring punch and kick. So when you're using Kagura, the skill you bring is really important. She's got 3 attack skills. One of them is the ranged one, the umbrella gun. Punch and kick has really terrible animation, and it's only really mitigated by the fact that you stun the target before you actually hit. If the Landius isn't immune to stun, then or none of these units should be immune to stun. So the punch and kick is actually pretty good here. And since there's no way to heal it on Absol's side, it's basically like a complete tank disable. So the Z2 will kill the tank, and Kagura will kill the tank. Mikey putting his ports down. It's awkward because, for all the reasons I already stated, but he also has to think of when to pull the trigger on Lavina, because that's his opener here, right? He has to use Lavina, and he's gonna port 2 people, and then that's the turn he goes in. He has to decide when exactly is that turn. Thanks for getting cut off on the right. Okay, here, let me turn it up a bit. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so keeping Z2 is a standard practice, like all the way back here, because you're not initiating with her. So no matter where she is on the map, she's always she's not at risk of being hit by any assassin. And when you actually do move in, she can teleport to an ally or a little ball that she has from somebody dying over here. So that's a very standard way to play Z2 all the way over here. So this is 5 move plus 4 from her act again. So it's be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. However, she can just act again on a tile, and acting it on a tile is gonna like pop her here. Then she gets 4 spaces from this portal, which doesn't really mean that much in the current position. However, the same thing can happen for Absol. If he wants to strike right here, he'll strike, pop over here, move 3 spaces, and then can hit. Mikey obviously knows that because he's also a Denkelma player, so they have to play around both players have to play around the portals. But Mikey again has to play around Lost Ham, Die Hard, and the tank. So he probably wants to lead with the Kagura. So the Kagura is actually quite tanky. She won't die to the Gin. She won't die to the Lost Ham. Die Hard should still kill. How tanky are we looking? So actually, that's actually okay. She's not tanky at all. She's at 677 defense when not with no buffs. The Gin should still not be able to kill. The Lost Ham might be able to kill, maybe. Pete's phone is sideways, so it's cut off. Oh, okay. Okay, so now there's a buff on the Kagura. And now okay, so he's deciding does he pop the trigger? Does he pull the trigger? Does he want Okay, so he says yes. He says we can go now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Lavina's all the way over here. Kagura can move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Kagura can move. And actually, but the thing is that she didn't bring Umbrella Gun. She brought Punch and Kick, and Punch and Kick is 1 block. Since Punch and Kick is 1 block, she ends up here and it can't actually hit anybody. However, this is the range, right? This is the range that if you step anywhere here, Kagura will walk up and disable the Landius for basically the entire fight. Because he's just going to take first life, and he's going to be stunned. Okay, so chooses to move the Kagura up. The Die Hard did get a breeze, so that's probably the most pertinent issue for mikeylikesit right now. So the Die Hard can move 7 spaces and then do strike and then move another 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if he really wants to, he can actually get a kill. Alright, so he's gonna go for it. Does he choose to go for the Lucretia or the okay. Gets the kill. This should be the next two fixed. Oh yeah, okay, so no one's running the people usually aren't running the Glory of the World on Lucretia anymore because most diehards run most diehards are running the fixed damage chest. But the thing is that diehards are actually secretly switching away. Well, not really secretly, but diehards are switching away from the fixed damage chest for a Tiamat for more survivability on their diehard, so he can hit people. So I think Luke can put the Glory of the World back on now. I don't know. Anyway, gets the kill, moves down, stuns the Lavina, and this really stops a lot of what Mikey's trying to do here. So gets the counter kill, or gets the revenge kill. However, the ball's on the complete wrong side of the court. And so Z2 can't be Duncan. Unless she wants to put some 2 points in for Absol. I keep forgetting that Dinkelmo is YL. Like Lando's buff is really good nowadays. It's always been good. Jesus, Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, all zeros, Brit. But yeah, so Lavina is stunned. He still has a revive. Denkumo can come in. Well, not really. Lostam can kind of come in, but Lostam shouldn't be able to get the kill on Lavina. Lavina is relatively tanky. 800 defense and 13 and horse. Okay, pulsing on Denkelmo. She had like all her skills up anyways, didn't really matter. But there was no one else really to. Oh, son of a gun. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. It might play an ad or whatever. Just so you know, you didn't miss anything. So Lost Ham can move in. Won't really connect with anything. It's in Mikey's best interest to just sit back and wait for Lavina to get his turn back. I've subbed to myself for 51 months. Oh gosh. Alright. I'm tier 3, baby. We built that city. Okay. Um, I do. Whoa, what the hell? My sister made that sub badge. That was like 6 years ago when I was like, wow, guys, I'm gonna be a streamer. This is cool. You didn't have 51 biddies. So Maki's keeping back. He just wants to get the turn back. And Absol can't really. The Kagura is still alive. So. Okay. Lost Ham is in position to do something next turn. Lavina skipped his turn because of the stun, and now he can go in. He could stun the Lavina again. This shouldn't kill. Nope, it kills. Okay. So it kills, stuns again. Lost Ham gets to move 2 spaces, teleports back to the Denkelmo portal, and then goes right back next to Landio's side. Bonk. That. And then Lavina's like, alright, bro, what the hell? Honestly, I was thinking about trying to make a really tanky Lavina, like a 1200 defense after he's all done, like a full moon. I don't know. Anyway, so he lost first life, and there's really no way for Mikey to capitalize on that because he can't move in just yet. I mean, he can try, but he's not going to have a whole lot of follow up. Biggest problem is no swings. There is very good. Because those. Oh, got it. Okay, moving the Gin a little bit. So with Kagura still on deck, if Kagura moves in, right? I guess C2's biggest target would be the Gin. But the Z2 brought the AoE, and I don't know if she can do it with the melee. I mean, I haven't really been in that situation. That's a 18, so 18k Gin with one about 1,000 base defense, but the defense would be removed by the 3C. So yeah, I guess maybe the Gin dies. Maybe. Okay, so since grapple is down for Lost Ham for one turn, Mikey might want to move in, but at the same time, just not moving is also an option here. Getting brought Scooter Dash. Pretty sure that can just kill the Lavina. Obviously, he doesn't want to move out of tank range to do that. Okay, Lost Ham moves because he knows the Lost Ham's turn is pretty useless. Grapple is now back up. Well, there's no Imp Troops over Sanseas. Who's using the new Imp Troops? Oh, that's a skin. This is a skin. These are Sanseas. Lol. Okay, so actually, hold on. Let me just cut this. Put the music. Okay, so it's been so long that Lavina actually has his faction buff back. Faction buff will give buff to Kagura and Z2. Not sure how much it really matters. I wonder what Mikey's favorite Stephen King book is. Oh, that took me a while, Loomis. I get it. Maybe it's The Mist. The Kagura is like a little bit probably the Green Mile. Green Mile was a hell of a movie, bro. That was a good movie. Probably the Dark Tower. That's Lavina right now. So he's got no way to heal. Um, if he's ever in a Denkelmo 3C range, and he's also dead. There are a lot of ways to kill that Lavina right now. One of Lavina's strengths is that he moves in, does the AoE, and then he has an extra life. Um, and also like, okay, oh shoot, never mind. Forget what I was talking about. We're going in. All right, but he can't reach because he didn't bring. He's only gonna. Yeah, he can't reach. Maybe he's just positioning forward. All right, yeah. Yes, positioning forward, and now the Z2 comes in. I guess that was the play. All right, AOE or just insta kill Landius. Okay, killing. Okay, that's an insta kill, but that will pop the Gin. Okay, Gin can move. Hurts the Lost Ham a little bit. The Gin moves. The Gin can either take one life off of Z2 or can try to hit the Kagura, but he won't kill the Kagura. And this also gives Mikey turn priority. So Kagura will spend one turn just decimating somebody. Okay, so he's gonna try to kill. This shouldn't kill. Yeah. Okay, and now it's Mikey's turn with turn priority. He can kill the Gin. This is an arguable kill. And he goes for it, gets the stun, and the kill. And there we have it. So now Lost Ham is still 2 turns away. From a 3C. Dinklemo could get a kill on Z2, but there's more than enough orbs to pick from. The situation just got a lot better for Mikey. That's the shit Mikey likes. Yep. I always assume Mikey gets his name from there's an old commercial for Chex or something like that, or Kicks. I think Kicks. Yeah. Anyway, so like the kids are eating cereal, and then like the little kid starts eating the Kicks, and he's like, "Wow, this is so good." And then the older brothers are like, "Hey, Mikey, he likes it." Anyway, that's like some 1970 shit. Okay, so Lost Ham goes for the first kill. Since Z2 does not have life cereal, okay. Since Z2 does not have a air slash, yeah, he can't actually go for he can't actually melee the Denkelmo here, so he is forced to just do the AoE, and now Denkelmo gets her turn. There is still Mikey's Denkelmo and a Lavina and even the Golem. So even if Absol somehow kills both of these guys, it's not going to go very well. Gets the Kagura. That's an easy shot. Full heal. So Absol does know that there is a 3C coming for Lost Ham to be able to stun Z2. And he's guaranteed turn priority. Does he have to drop a portal now? I think he does. Can't act again. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're right. I forget about that every time. Hopefully Absol remembers. Not that it really matters. Since he can't stun the Z2 and the Z2 has the revive, then there's no way to stop the basic attack coming. Yeah, and then now Mikey's Thinkable drops the portal. Mikey doesn't have a whole lot of backup time. He doesn't really need it. Okay, what's he gonna do with this turn? If it were me, I'd be like, wow, I'm gonna get the stun, and I would just grapple right here, and then not move, and then be like, oh crap, now I lose. Because I would completely forget. Yo, what's up, Zuko? So with that in mind, there's really no play that Absol has. The wolves are almost at full. Fireball Z2 is an option, of course, but then the Z2 just walks over here and picks up a ball. Plus, him can't grapple because he has the debuff. Oh no. Alright, that's game one. that was close. Well, kind of close. Not really close, but close. It went back and forth. That's what I was looking for. It went back and forth. All right. Let's look what they do for game two. It's not really winning from that spot. I agree. Nice play with the Kagura and the Z2. Yep, the Kagura and the Z2 was the answer for Mikey. Okay, so I assume Absol might be thinking about changing into something more offensive to deal with that. I don't know. A tank and 4 DPS is cool, but like Lando is probably one of the most fragile tanks in the current meta. If you don't have the new act for him, then he's not stun resistant. If you want to make him stun resistant, that's like, meh. Anyway, he does still have a Hilden. He does still have a Lightbringer, so maybe he can switch out the Lando and go 2 tank. There are a number of options that Absol can do here. I assume he has a side box ready. Mikey might be wanting to stay with what he has, but it's possible that now that he knows what class the Kagura is in, he might want to change out the Kagura, stuff like that. Simple playoff tactics of like trying to keep your opponent guessing. Because if he knows what the class, like an ambiguous unit is, then they're usually good to take him out and make that information that they know useless. 3 tank, one healer is still early. Okay, so Absol switches, takes out the Oboro, takes out the Lost Hand because of the it's not the best Lost Hand map. It was one of his worst ones actually, and puts in his Ares and his SP Mat. Gets his Lightbringer banned. Bans the Z2. Smart. Absol gets his Z2. Putting in SP Mat on this map is so. SP Mat still has the trees. The tree is a little bit of a boost, not that much, but it's basically the same as Lost Ham, yeah. Okay. Bans the Gin and the Wet Ham, leaving both of the tanks still up. Absol can pick a tank. He has 2 tanks and a poly. Mikey gets his Gin. Mikey still has a Lightbringer and a Sissy. Not a Sissy anymore. Bans a Sissy because of the Gin. Smart play from Absol. Does get the poly. The girls hot enough. They're all poly, bro. Bans is both of the backup units, greatly detracting from the AoE follow up. He still has good follow up. Like there's still Denklemo, Lucretia, Diehard, McLean, IBC. Absol still has follow ups to choose. And the Rosin would still invalidate a lot. If he gets a tank and a Rosin, that would invalidate a lot of Mikey's box. Well, not if he gets like a Lando. C2 Polygon combo right now. Yeah, that's true. So, Mikey says, whatever. I'll just pick Lightbringer. So maybe that is the best way to try and deal with this. Still, Absol now gets to pick to ban 2 more choice DPS. Not really sure which one he wants. Case goes for Lucretia and Diehard. Picks his own Diehard. We'll die first and again. Oh no! Am I gone? Okay, we're back. Sorry if it plays an ad. Okay, so so Mikey does have IBC. This is a very single target approach. Absol does have the option of picking a tank still to counter this single target approach. If you run through tanks like Absol, third pick Rosin makes sense. That's true. There is still Lavina, McLean, and Adenkelmon. Those are all units that. Ooh, gets Lucretia. Hmm. Black Hole could be annoying. It's not. It's not gonna be a complete game breaker, but Black Hole plus Z2 AOE, that could be bad. But yeah, Luke is good. And now Absol, so Mike, when Mikey bans, he could potentially just force him onto a tank, ban the Dinkelmo and the Rosin, and force him onto a tank, or ban the tank, so leaving him open with a Rosin and a Dinkelmo. Okay, bans a tank and the deep. Okay, so Absol could get the Lando again. If Absol does pick the Lando, I would want to ban the Kagura. Most likely he will be picking the Lando because it's just such a strong single target composition from Mikey. We'll just go Rosin Empire buff and add 3 slots Luke. That's also an option. Okay, goes Lando. And then Mikey's probably going Kagura. Could go Pepsi. Yep, Kagura. So the thing here is that the Luke actually doesn't have to bring mass attack. Um, I mean, she still can, but Diehard can buff the Lucretia. Polly buffs herself. Z2 buffs herself. Lando buffs himself. So if Diehard buffs Lucretia, then she doesn't have to bring mass attack. In theory, there's always the added bonus of not of having the silence resist, just in case Stenkelmo brings black hole. But I don't. Maybe she won't. I don't know. The way Mikey plays with Kagura, he's gonna play fast and loose, and he's gonna throw the Kagura in there, and he's gonna get and disable the Landius one way or the other. So most likely the Dinkelmo is bringing a single target move to follow up, the 2C to follow up, and not Black Hole or something like that. So in that case, I don't think. I think Lucretia can get away without bringing Mass Attack here. But with Poly and Z2, that's a lot of ways around the Lightbringer. All right, let's see how it goes. So, Okay, did bring Black Hole, no mass attack. Yep, there's the 1C. Um, double AoE from Poly. And bringing Air Slash. Air Slash instead of AoE, that's... I guess that's for the Gin. But he still has to get past the Lightbringer. He's put... Well, so by bringing Air Slash instead of the AoE follow-up, he's putting a lot of pressure on the poly play. So the poly play has to make this... The poly play has to make something happen. Personally, I don't approve of the hoplite. For troops on LB. The Lightbringer, no, I think it's okay because she doesn't want to die to Lucretia, but I guess yeah, potentially if that is a meteor Z2, then yeah, you're opening her up hard for the Z2 kill. Did bring mass resist. Interesting. But yeah, I actually don't agree with the hoplite on Gin because we have the Kagura is the one killing the Landias. You don't want to have to hit the Landias twice. Also, the Amazon champions don't really do anything. Well, I guess like that's also for Landius, but they're not gonna do anything versus Diehard because he's got the 1C up. But yeah, I guess that's another like option to hit Lando. Hoplite for DH, not for Lando. How are they for Diehard? He has the 1C up. I guess to hit him. He can kill with Sanseas, can't he? Nah, whatever. Anyway, here's Tiamat and he might live anyway. Hmm. Hoplites, their defense isn't that good. They don't have Sensi's gives won't kill a decent Landius. Well, no, I meant the diehard. If you want to like, I feel like the only option if you're trying to actually just live a diehard hit under tank is just phalanx, but okay, there's the IBC turn. It's a bit of extra move on Gin and Dinkelmo. This allows him to put the Lightbringer a bit further up. There it should be dead to Saint Gin, yeah. He chooses not to move forward with the Lightbringer. He stays pretty far on his side of the map. Lucretia does want to poke. She's looking for an opportunity. She does get a breeze. That's not exactly what she wants. But if they move like a little bit closer, like this area about, then Lucretia can get a snipe off. This is Breeze Kagura, I think? Pretty unlucky she hasn't gotten a Breeze yet. If it's full moon, then the end defense should be green, so... And I don't think it's Clock Kagura, because that would be silly. And it's not Rough Seas. So most likely it's Breeze, just unlucky. Okay, Denkumo moving up, gonna put down the portals. Does also get a breeze. That doesn't matter though, because she already had the +2. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's another range game, but in this game, both units have a tank. And both units have like an arguable equal amount of vulnerability, since the Z2 can blow up a Lightbringer on Templar Knights, and the Cogger will definitely blow up a Landius. So no black hole. There's black hole on Lucretia, no black hole on. Oh yeah, wait, there's the black hole on Dinklemo. Okay, so Mikey didn't bring the 2C on Dinklemo, but brought the black hole. So now, do polytiles overwrite Yanni portals? Yes. Yeah, Poly clears everything. So like when Poly does her thing, she clears everything and just makes it neutral, and then she jumps, and then she starts putting her tiles down. But her tiles, um, after she puts her tiles down, they're the lowest priority. So anything can overwrite a Poly tile that someone tries to put something on top of a poly tile. So like say for example, poly jumped all the way over here, and now there's poly tiles everywhere. You can actually just put anything right on top of there after she's done. So it's just that the initial 3C clears everything on the ground no matter what. Your poly is banned so much you're hard to get the test. That's interesting. People shouldn't be banning poly right now. They should be trying to figure out how she works. Once everyone has a 6-star poly, then we can start talking about first bans. This is a pretty strong poly. Is it 5-star? They ban her as soon as they fail to figure out how she works. I see. That's 5-star? Or is that 6th? That's huge stats if that's 4-star. Good lord. It's really annoying how tanky Polly is, because like she jumps in the middle of your team, and now you got like half health, and then somebody tries to revenge kill her, and they can't even take the first life because she's so damn tanky. She's got Guardian Infantry with 5 billion defense. Look at that. It's almost 20k HP Guardian Infantry, and like almost 1k, and they have damage reduction because of infantry techs, and then yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid because like she's not even like a tank push character, but she's so tanky for some reason. Whatever. Okay, there's the mass resist. This is anti-diehard tech because diehard's gonna come in and he's gonna try to stun people, and that mass resist was so that doesn't happen. However, that's only going to last 2 turns, so there's going to be a turn of downtime for everybody where they don't have diehard stun immunity. That doesn't matter that much because diehard's only trying to stun one person. Okay, Landius getting pulsed. Landius is a smart pulse here because you want your faction buff and you want your tank back up. Like old like year 2 tanks like Landius, they don't really once they have a turn of downtime in which they're not guarding anything if they don't get any sort of cooldown boost. But like Lightbringer and Christie, they don't suffer from that problem. So Poly is always on the menu. Oh yeah, also the mass resist is anti-polytech because Poly is going to stun when she goes in 3Cs, hits everybody. She stuns 1 to 3 people. It's usually just one, but she has a chance to get lucky and really stun a bunch of people. Where is it? Yeah, 1 through 3. I've never seen 3 though. That must be like really high chance. It's possible that Mikey is trying to wait out the Poly turns because Poly eventually will start losing range on her 3C from the fourth turn up. So I believe that's like her fourth turn, and not like the fourth round, but like her fourth turn that she makes. You saw in CN during chess. Who got the tenyu? Someone did. It wasn't Dankomo. It was Gin. Gin got tenyu. So he's got 6 move. Don't really see how he can capitalize off of it. He does have the scooter dash 2C. Absol is moving back with his Landius. Four. So, yeah, in response to just not getting beat up by Kagura. But there isn't a whole lot of, even if Kagura went over, there's not a whole lot of follow-up. There's no Z2 for Mikey this time. A lot of units can't really reach, can't follow Kagura into battle from all the way on the other side of the map. There's a lot of breezes and a lot of tenues going down, but not a lot of capitalization. Most of this is waiting on Polly's initiation. Also, Mikey went for punch and kick again. Honestly, that Landius is dead even with Umbrella Gun, I think. Well, maybe. That is good, really good defense. Decent HP. Eh, got that breeze. When he gets range DR, it gets us to. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. He does get the range DR. It's an odd position. But the timer right now is mostly on Absol. The thing though is that I never really saw like the countdown on the 3C as really like a bad thing for Poly because A, you got 4 turns, that's forever. And B, the map gets smaller anyway. So like I mean obviously it's not like the whole width of the map is more than 5 spaces long, but by the time you actually get to the point where you're at 5 spaces long, you're a lot closer anyway. You lost the game due to too much poly waiting? Okay. So Absol is down a lot of backup time. He's got he's got his finger on the trigger, but he just doesn't want to pull, and it's understandable because that poly 3C is everything. Like if the poly 3C is good, then he wins. If the poly 3C is bad, then he loses. So it is reasonable why he's taking a lot of backup time, thinking about when to shoot off that poly move. We are on round 3. Tenyu Breeze on Kagu. Oh, okay. Moves away. Okay, again, but we still have the same issue though. Like Kagu can fly. She can fly over from the next zip code, right? But the thing is that there's no follow-up. The Denkomo portals are only all the way over here. Um, renews the tank, renews the guard. But there's just no one jumping in with her. The Gin will get angry and be able to try and follow up. That's true. How much? Oh, okay. So we have one turn left on Kagura's Tenyo. So she can reach all from all the way back there. Obviously, she doesn't want to go in now. There's all the DPS are ready to go. Absol knows that Kagura is in range. There's nothing he can do to really stop that. Diehard, I don't think Diehard's been getting any breezes. He did get one on game one though. Okay, here we go. Polly is going in. Said no more waiting, we going. Hits only one person. Mm, mm, that's true. Lando would die to fog if hit here, but oh no, it was a pretty weak. So she wasn't getting off any stuns anyway. Black hole range. So yes, that's true. But with the breeze on Luke, and even a possible shift position to move forward a little bit, she should be in black hole range. Yeah, with this, everyone can follow up. C2 can jump in, Diehard can jump in, Lucretia can jump in. So right now the Landius is pretty pointless. So Kagura is gonna go in and one shot the Landius and Landius dies the fog the next turn. However, that really doesn't matter uh for Absol because his team was gonna be across the map anyway. Oh, but it's a this must be the new act because the stun doesn't go. Okay. Dahir can move all the way to Gin. Gets the kill. There's still yeah. Okay. Oh, gets the stun. Wow. Okay. So that was really good. So like that could have tried to land on anybody, but it hit the 1 in 3 chance. That's that's GG territory right there. The fireball doesn't kill. Yeah. Now the Z2's coming in. Z2's gonna one shot the poop out of Lightbringer. Kagura is dead. There's no Gin to worry about. This should have happened turn 2. Okay, drops that. Dead. Z2 jumps in, kills Lightbringer, and it's over. Whew. Polly's just yeah. So here was a big a real big example of Polly's power of initiation really just even when she doesn't really hit anybody, she still did more than enough to just win the game and win the range game. All right, so this goes to game 3. Yeah, that IBC stun that was pretty good for Absol. However, that even if that didn't land, that was still over because once Z2 comes in and instantly kills the Lightbringer, there wasn't a real good way to take care of Z2. Z2 was just going to go on a rampage and just beat up everyone else because Gin was already dead. Okay, so I'm assuming Absol is going to stay. I mean, with most of what he has, he's probably going to switch one or two units maybe, but he definitely wants to keep that AoE energy. That definitely was the one debuff, Loomis. But yeah, a lot of that was not having the right answer for like if you want your Gin to live, die hard. I don't know. Like even when like my super tanky Gin on Heimdall has trouble living diehards nowadays. Like I have to be on Phalanx, I have to be like under Orlando or something like that. Um, so you can't just put down hoplites on a Gin and be like, all right, I'm safe from this diehard. Pre-transform, of course. Didn't want that one debuff on Will TV. All right, first ban the Z2. Both Z2s are our first ban. Yep. Get her out of here. Okay, Mikey's on deck. Mikey chose to be P1. That's going to be a pretty common thing nowadays, and even more common as we go forward with the meta. Player 1 is just generally really good. So yeah, SP map for this map is so stove. So we have Werner. Werner on Mikey's side. Lavina on Absol's side. Or actually, no, that's Ares. My bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, still Ares. Took out Lavina for Werner. Absol gets Rosin first pick. So banning the Lando and the Lightbringer and forcing on Hilda. I don't exactly agree with that one. Forcing a tank ban would be better. Just ban like one tank and a DPS. Elham still good on this map. Mikey now does not want to pick his AoE unit, so SP Mat is pretty useless now. The AoE options from Lucretia, Adenkelmo, and Wetham and McLean are a lot less scary, but they all still have their ST to fall back on. SP Mat still kind of has ST to fall back on, but bans the Ares. Need McLean Dahart carry. Yeah. Goes for Lucretia. Don't really. Okay, so this is a big question of can Lucretia one shot the Hilda? And obviously, we're putting a lot of faith on the Lucretia to be able to one shot the Hilda twice through rosin stuff. Also, Absol has since there's no healers on Mikey's team. Well, he could go for the sissy, but the Absol could do a lot of AOE pressure and poking to Mikey, and he's just gonna have to take that poking. Hilda is tanky, but right now this is what Mikey's going for. He says this is how it's going down. I'm gonna bust that Hilda, and that's it. Okay, now he has Wet Ham or SP Matt. He's most likely gonna go for the Wet Ham. I like this band pick pattern in that you go one healer, three tank, right? And if they ban the Z2, he was actually planning to go for that Rosin like all along. FC Matt actually pretty good even against Rosin. That's true. He does he does potentially remove once he removes the mass crystal healing, then it is a lot better. If the Rosin goes 3C, 2C, 1C, then it can go different, but yeah. Okay, both sides have lost him. This does seem a lot better. This composition seems a lot stronger for Absol. It's just hard to break this, and he's double. Mikey's doubled down on his win comment. It's a very obvious. Hey, this is how I'm going to try to win the game. So yeah, and that's really a tank push player's dream is when they know exactly what the other player wants to do to win the game. They know what your win con is, and if the tank push player knows that, then he can start to build around that. It's when the tank push player can't guess what you're trying to break him is when things get dicey. But since we know exactly, he's just gonna try to bust the Hilda. That's we know that. So since Absol might know that too, then it makes it easier to see what Absol should do in response, which is kind of poke and prod with AoE, and then get picks with Lost Ham, and then eventually wear this team down. There is a lot of answers for the Gin if ever the Hilda is disabled. Um, two mages and two ranged melee. They won't kill from full, but yeah, I would put my money on Absol this match. But Mikey played out of a rough first game, so he might do it again this time. We'll see. Okay, so obviously not going black hole and ankle mode, going the 2C, trying to break that Hilda. And mass attack, no black hole, faceless on the lost ham, and gargoyle on the wet ham. Mikey went for a very mobile composition, and he wants to get in there, and he wants to kill this Hilda as soon as possible. Hold on 1 second. Tell me if the sound changes. Testing, testing. Probably too loud now. Hold on. Let me turn the animations on. Cool. Okay, we good? Turn the BGM down on altitude. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, back to the game. Bro, Kong, why did you make me see that? Now I have to look at it. Ugh. It's like that one house whenever it comes close to Christmas time, and they have like one set of lights for the whole house, but they put it on at different intervals just to make it look like it's festive. Ugh. Okay, anyway. So the Lost Camp has sand seas. But yeah, after a black hole, after Mikey's team takes a black hole, almost just about everything is going to be easily taken out by the Lost Camp. In fact, the Denkomo has gone for fairies instead of crystal mages. So she's gone all in on trying to kill the Hilda over trying to survive the Lost Camp. Wham is a typical setup. Oh wow, now they're like changing. It's like alternating when before it was these two in sync and now it's just this one in sync. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, so the Luke did breeze. I keep forgetting what terrain stops you from moving. Yeah, that's true. If Mikey can't connect with the doll, actually, yeah, with the mobility +2, he can hit this one, this sand dune right here, and then move 2, smack, and get out of there. Oh, never mind. Yeah, tiles. Yeah, that would have been me. I would have been like, yeah, perfect. I'll get that golem. And I'll be like, what? Why can't I move? Oh no. Goku, Senzu Bean. Anyway. So that's 2 turns on the hill tiles. There's no way to clear them. There's no other tile to actually get on here because so this actually covers a lot. This covers all the terrain that Lost Camp can actually connect to on this side of the map. These poles, the tree, the 2 sand dunes. There's a mass attack. 1, 2. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Lost Camp can jump to this one. The doll's quite far away though. There's a miracle. Miracle usually precedes a play. So Absol may be thinking of going in with something this turn. Would lose her first life though if Mikey wants. We'll see. So Mikey has turn priority. Goes in for the 3C. Bunch of eyes pop out and does not kill. Okay, shift position brings her back. And now the golem needs to get out of there. Lost Ham is gonna... Oh, so it goes on the portal. Using the portal goes back and now protected from both. Well, Lost Ham can still move to get that, but that was still cool. Okay, drops the 3C. That's not going to be a full heal. Yeah, there's not really a lot of... And with the Hilda tiles, not even Lost Ham can get over here. And yes, that's also true. The portal's occupied. Still Mikey's turn. Can jump. Oh yeah, you still can't jump here. The Lost Ham feels so useless with those Hilda tiles. I mean, now that so like, Mikey did do a double tank ban and force Absol. He forced Absol onto Hilda, and then he picked Lost Ham second, did he? Or is it third? But honestly, like, I don't blame him for that because there's so many things. Because he thought of he was thinking of the win con of, of blowing up Hilda with magic, and it's so tough. It's so tough, like, to think of every single thing in this game in ban pick, right? Because in ban pick, you're formulating, you're making theories of like, how do I win this game? You're cooking up a game plan in your head to actually win, but like, there's gonna be little things that you miss, like, oh, like my Lost Ham follow up is like, I forced him on Hilda, that's great, but now my Lost Ham follow up sucks. I didn't think about that one. I mean, it's tough. It's tough, really. And that's why people have like support squads and pilots. But it is a lot more satisfying to do it all yourself, let me tell you. Even if you mess up, you can just laugh about it in main court or whatever. Okay. So after this round, there's only going to be one turn on the single, but there's still at least one more turn of Hilda Terrain. Also, with the Luke, she can just Divine Pulse that back and just throw it down again. So. Okay, that looked. He's going for it. Probably going to just take out the doll. This is something he could have done for a while. He can go right back to this tree, or he can go right back here. Hey, he jumps on the pillar. Okay, so now the Luke is effectively neutered here. Because of the whole Hilda Lost Ham interaction, only Absol gets to make use of his Lost Ham, which makes it so he can disable the enemy Luke So yeah, like that whole like chain of events starts with Hilda versus Lost Him. And this Gin is just this is like he's not doing anything. He's just chilling. He's like, all right, that's amazing. He's like, I'll like he's like, I'm sorry that happened to you, or I'm happy for you, but I'm not gonna read all that. He's just gonna sit over here. The Windham wants to go in, but we already know it's not gonna one-shot the Hilda. That's almost a 20k Hilda. If it's a damage loop for third breeze in a row, yeah, she's been pretty lucky at that. She hasn't made any use of it though, so she just kind of sits here. The only one that's actually made an offensive move was the Lost Ham hitting the doll. That's a nice Lightbringer, by the way. Getting that much int is the end defense is a bit high. Yeah. Well, honestly, I feel it's pretty much a game once Lucretia is no longer able to snipe Hilda, because Lucretia can't be in range of Lost Ham anymore. I mean, obviously, like once Grapple's back up, but she can't be in range of Lost Ham anymore. So that takes out your whole win con process of trying to kill this Hilda. Because if you can't kill the Hilda anymore, you're never gonna get rid of the tiles. And then no one can actually can assassinate the Gin or anyone else. So yeah, now that the doll's gone, it's pretty much game from there. But now let's see how this goes. That's a little bit more. That's actually a little bit less than what Lucretia did with 3C. She is able to teleport out of there, but there's the black hole. Lands debuffs, heal blocks. Ugh, 2 heal blocks. Yeah. Shifts right out of there. And there's no way for the Lost Ham to capitalize on that. Pulses, so he gets the grapple back faster. Yeah, that's pretty rough. This is a pretty solid composition. Can't break this. And Lucretia has a mobility 2 to counter the breeze. Well, the only one that can reach is Lost gonna take a Hilda life. I mean, you can take a Hilda life. Well, he can. Where would he jump to? Hold on. 1, 2. Oh shoot. Yeah, hold on. 1, 2, 3. That is true. Wet Ham also does enable Ham. So if Wet Ham went in and dropped like a sword like here, yeah, and then Lost Ham can jump over here and jump to his sword. That's true. But Hilda's already, look at all that health she already got back. That's just Also, Gin's right here being Hilda's watchdog. If ever Wet Ham actually like throws a pair and jumps on Hilda, then Gin kills. But yeah, no, it's true. There's it's kind of late now. Lucretia can't follow up. Dinklemo has damage dealt decreased debuff. He hasn't been pulsing the Hilda, so... Oh wait, never mind. He hasn't pulsing the Hilda because there's another 2 turns on this. Like so the terrain is still completely covered. It's questionable why I didn't ban him in the first place, though. Yeah. It's... Oh, it was a 5th pick? Yeah. That sucks. Again, it's rough. Like, you gotta... There's so many different things you gotta think about in a ban pick. And there's moments where you're trying to ban, you're like, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. If he gets this, he gets to do this. Wait. Oh, okay, so now... Now he decides, whatever, I got 15 seconds left, we're gonna make it count. So that's a bit too deep. That's a bit too deep for Lost Hand to follow up off of it, though. But I guess he's not really thinking about that one. How much damage it does. If those Gargs were fresh, he actually could have got that. He removed the defense buff. He actually might have been able to just lead with Wet Hand and get the first kill. And then Hilda's just laughing at Wet Hand like Absol Ham can pick off Dinklemo. Yeah, Absol can pick off whoever he wants. Okay, you're gonna get the first life. Ah, the thorns though. There's a little bit of damage to her. She's not gonna get her health back because that wasn't 2C. 2C is the one that gives the health back. Drops on the portal. Unfortunately, this is just almost everything just to take out the Hilda, and Hilda's still not even dead yet. There's gonna be more than enough turns of Gin to kill most of the follow-up. Can Lost him? Oh. That was kind of neat. That's one way to put your tank on the front lines. Gin pops in. Looking like a sword soul, a scooter dash straight through the center. Ugh. She can move out of there. Is she gonna get attacked up? Okay, so he lives. Cool. And there's a thank you. Basically the GG of what we got, and Absol takes it 2-1.
GG to both players. Um, that was a good set. That was a good set. I like how Mikey played the first game. He played from the back foot, and he was able to make that work when he forced the Kagura play through. Um, Game 2, Absol really forced his plays through with Polly, and even though the Polly didn't really hit anyone but the tank, everyone else was able to follow up and made Die Hard be able to connect again, and that made that game go through real easy. And yeah, that was a good set. So GG's to both players. Absol advances, and Apex is up. I'm not gonna play. Don't worry. I'm gonna show off my win rate though. But yeah. Let's see. There's an hour and a half left. Yeah, hour and a half left in this time slot. If you guys want to go play, y'all can. I wish you good luck in your matches, and I'll be checking other games to cast, and I'll be casting the next round. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for showing up. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys whenever the next cast is. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. Peace.